Hello, my name is Sierra Rose, and this is your June 2019 reading for Aries. I'm fixing the camera. Forgive me, getting myself right. Anyways, please like, share, or subscribe to my channel. It's been a while since I made some videos. Been making some readjustments with my life. Had a lot of things go on. Had death in the family. Just different stuff going on, and I'm new to the YouTube world, so I had to recalibrate and make a really good strategy on how I will produce and make my videos. At this time, I'm just uploading readings. I don't have a price set on personal readings or anything like that. I do have my PayPal set up under my business, so if anybody wants to donate, they can. I'm not asking for anything, but anyway, I have it set up. So when I do start doing readings, I guess I'll put, you know, the information within the description box on the videos. But I have done readings, okay? I've done personal readings. I've done a lot of work behind the scenes. I'm just new to the YouTube world. I have a lot of knowledge on a lot of things. I've helped be responsible for large amounts of people within like a social setting that deals with spirituality, different esoteric information. But we're all students. We're all in the knowing and in the learning. So, like I say, in the knowing. Look at me speaking all spiritual, whatever. But anyways, Aries, let me get to your reading. Okay, I'm going to use this deck, Egyptian Tarot deck from Miss Cleo. It's a very cheap deck. It doesn't cost too much. I've seen other people use it. But hey, a 72 major and minor arcana deck holds generally the same descriptive images. Some of them are, a lot of them are different, but general message overall goes with the 72. Major and minor arcana. I'm going to pull from this deck. I have another deck that I'll pull from to get clarity. I also bought this one deck. I want to use it. I bought this from, where did I buy this from? Half Price Books. It's called Green Oracle. It's very, very enlightening. It's like nature cards. They have pictures of nature. And they tell like it's symbolic. And, you know, I like to believe all messages are symbols. You know, all symbolisms and images mean something, and it communicates to you. So these have all these images on them. It's an oracle deck. So I'll also pull from this too and give you a message, Aries. June 2019. It's May 15th. Mother's Day just passed. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I just had a wonderful Mother's Day. I went to Detroit for the first time. Never been to the Motor City. Shout out to the Motor City. I had fun. I met people that we didn't even know. We just was adventurous. Me and my significant other. He treated me to Motor City Casino, and they stayed in some luxury, nice little suite. It was nice. That bed was so comfortable. You know? Anyway, I enjoyed my Mother's Day weekend. What else did we do? My children, I have 2 teenagers and a young son. They all was gone the weekend. They all was doing their own thing. My daughter, yeah, she went to a little dance while I was out of town. You know, she looked really beautiful for that. Anyways, Aries, tell me how you feel, fire. My oldest daughter is a Aries, April 8th. So I know how to deal with y'all. I just pulled out the 4 swords. You see? And the Tower card. Now, it's so funny. Listen, I just did another Aries reading, and the last video didn't work. Okay? I don't know what I did. But anyways, I'm re-pulling your 9 cards. Like I said on the last, previous video that didn't work, I was explaining. I do a solitary spread. I'm just going to do a daily, little spread for you for the month of June. A daily meaning a message that overall that pertains to any of the days that I'm getting here in the messages, for June, for Aries, for the realm. Okay, so anyways, the last video didn't upload, but I'm pulling the same cards out of 72. See, the cards don't lie, and the powers in the cards. A lot of people may say whatever. I've been doing this. Wow, I love doing this. So I I knew I had to come and start making these videos. Anyways, the cards are the 9 cards that I pulled on the last video that I had to delete and start over. I actually just pulled the same similar cards. As you see, I just pulled the Tower card on the Page of Swords. I pulled the 4 of Swords. Do you see him? He's looking down at his sword, but he got his other swords on the wall. He's observing. Swords deals with intellect. Air. And then the Tower card, a lot of people get scared of this card, but Tower card can mean a lot of different things. We're going to go into that in 1 second. And then I got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is, again, you have 2 swords, which is dealing with, again, anxiety, intellect. I pulled these same cards on the last one that I did for y'all. So listen, the message is there for someone out there. This shows to me that there is something that you're challenging yourself with intellectually. Something that you may be taking on and learning that is challenging you. Something that you feel that's obviously that has come about pretty quickly. Dealing with the Tower card, I say that is an upheaval of change. Something just, and in that there's been a lot of anxiety because you are taking on something. This Page of Swords is a young energy. It represents a young energy, but I like to say young meaning learning. And when we deal with air, it's intellect. So whatever you're taking on must have came sudden for you. And that has to deal with, it may be centered around anything dealing with something that gives you a lot of anxiety. Something that just has been, keeping you awake at night because you're learning how to take on something new. With the Page of Swords, I say, and this change has come about very fast. Whatever you're learning or having to learn or having to deal with mentally, you're not really like a mental person. You're more like, I make moves. This is something that you have to slow down. You actually have to think about and learn or study for. And it's probably and it's come about quickly. You might have been put a new project at work. Something, something's been brought up to you, or maybe you have taken on responsibility of being a business owner. Maybe it's something quickly, or maybe you inheritance. I don't know. Something with Tower card has come about very quickly that's gave you a lot of, made you feel wore out. But you're learning. You're learning something new. In the end, it's going to benefit you. So the next 3 cards that I have, I have the 3 of Staffs. Again, like I said, you're learning something. He's traveling. Staffs is fire. Staffs represents wands also. I have the King of Cups. You're dealing with a water energy that's masculine, which could be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And the Devil card. So the Devil card can mean several things. Devil card can mean overindulgence sometimes. It can mean deception. It can mean secrets. It's not always that bad with the Devil card. The Devil card does deal with the flip side of things. So being with the 3 of Staffs, like I said previously, you're learning something. You may have to travel or may have had to take on something. He's looking abroad. It's looking like he's going about something. But you got the King of Cups. So you're dealing with a masculine water sign who may not be 100% honest with you. And if this is not their sun sign, it could be their moon. It could be their Venus. If you know natal astrology, this water sign or water energy, if it's not a water sign, this is someone who is very emotionally connected to you, that keeps you balanced, that keeps you whatever. And it can be a masculine, or it could be a feminine energy also. However, because when they exercise the masculine King of Cups energy, it's someone who keeps their emotions balanced. This king is balanced. He's sitting on water, and water is always flowing. Water represents emotions, the subconscious. It represents what we just don't see, but emotions is something that we feel. So this person makes you feel really good. However, maybe they just not been 100% honest with you, and maybe this situation or this person, which have you going about having to go about, you know, really learning something new, or just chase, or maybe, I mean, the wands or staffs deals with fire. Fire to me is like taking steps towards something. So you might be taking steps towards this person, or I mean, you know, starting something, or, you know, wanting to start something with this person. However, they might have deceived you or might be deceiving you. I'm saying allegedly through the cards. I'm not saying anything, but deception is here, and it may be the reason why you've been feeling like this, because you learned something new that came about quickly. And you might have learned about a young masculine energy, or you might have learned about something that had to do with a young energy. If you're not learning something, and this is something you probably have to learn how to deal with, something with a young energy, or you're learning something new that's taking on a challenge with you, you know, learning about a person, learning about their ways. With the Devil card, you set out to know more about them, and you probably just, or maybe they're just somebody that likes to overindulge in behavior that's not healthy. So yes, it may feel like, yeah, I love this person, that he makes me feel good. He makes me feel so loved, because that's what the King of Cups do. But the Devil card is saying maybe it's some type of obsession there, indulgence into each other. You know, you might be obsessed a little bit, or he might be obsessed with you. You never know. You know, if he's not, he or she, I'll say he, it could be either or, they're not being 100% honest with you, then it will come out, I believe, because I'm going to go to the next 3 cards. I have the 4 of coins, the Hierophant, and the Ace of coins. So I like to say, you know, whatever you've been working on that I said in the beginning that you just got you frustrated studying for, or learning, the 4 coins says that stability is all provided. And with the Ace of coins, you're on top of this. With the Hierophant represents contracts. Hierophant represents also marriage, and the binding of contracts. So if you've been working on a major big deal, and this is Ace of coins, all this frustration is going to pay out. I pulled these 3. Okay, so whoever been giving you hell, tell them kiss your ass after this. They might try to come with a proposal, or this is vice versa. They might be coming with the money, they might be coming with the stability, and they might be coming with an offer. But I see this as opposite. I see, okay, you've been frustrated learning something new. This is something you've been doing for yourself. And you're about to sign this big contract. You might have to probably merge with someone. You probably do a merger of businesses, or you may be signing a new lease on an apartment building, or just something big. And it's providing major stability for you. And this has been keeping you up at night. And I just wanted to say, just closing out on this video through the words of, whatever you're working on, don't let anything distract you. Don't let anybody or whoever, keep you from whatever you're working on. If you're working on some goals, if you're working on things and you have someone giving you toxic energy, playing with your emotions, because I have the King of Cups and that's emotions. Yes, it feels good, but the Devil card followed it. At the same time, it's, and this isn't regarded to any particular sex. It can be male or female. They playing games. Let them go. Let them go. It might be best to let them go. If not, then if the stability and the wealth through the coins cards that I just pulled is coming through that person, if this person is offering this contract of, I want to take care of you, and that is something that you are okay with, even though that they have probably deceived you, or even though they may have habits or something that you're not really happy about, but you're probably humble, in a way. To the point, I don't know who was knocking, but it's, okay, anyway. Forgive me for that. Whatever you may feel, just go with it, okay? It's late, and I don't know who was knocking. My neighbors are weird as hell. I don't know if that was them. I don't have no clue. Anyway, forgive me. I just heard knocking, like, anyway. I'm pulled from this green oracle deck, okay? I dragged y'all video out, Aries. Maybe it was needed. This green oracle deck is, like I said, it's descriptive cards. And I'm going to close out the video with, like, how many cards should I give y'all? We got 3 cards. So I told y'all these cards are nature cards. So this first one, it says the stones. It's like a elf type of figure. Do you see? He's surrounded around stones, or a little fairy type of figure. He's around stones and crystals. Do you see the crystals? Those look like selenite crystals at the top. Different color crystals right there are. And then I pulled this card. It's a man, and his heart, and out of his heart is a flower that's growing, a plant, excuse me, that's growing. And I don't know if that's that's definitely a man. So like I said, there's a masculine man, and then there's crystals. And I told you these cards just are very descriptive through visionary. Crystals, this man, growing, heart is growing. And then it says environment. There's like a stream of water, there's flowers. I would say that in order to manifest whatever you're working on, take note of your environment. Know that your heart is growing and you are a work in progress. The man is represented by the masculine energy. The masculine energy meaning masculine is a protective type of energy. So you may be putting on this shield of protected as the mean face, but with that being said, deep down inside, your heart is growing and you're growing more fond of things. You have stones, crystals, vibration, high vibration around you. The elf type of figure, the little man surrounded with crystals, I believe that it represents, the stones represent manifestation, because that's what crystals do. I actually have my pyrite crystal right here with us while we do this reading. These are really good for manifestation, supposedly. Okay, but to me, it's, whatever works for you. For me, it works for me. Okay. And then I got my green quartz. I shouldn't have said supposedly. I should say yes. It works for me. Most definitely. I love my crystals. See, I have a habit of correcting my words and things that I say, because words are power, words are vibration. Anyway, I'm going to close this up. These 3 cards may say be fond of your environment in order to protect your heart. Keep protective things around you. Take note and, get into crystal healing and learning about crystals. And if you haven't already, also stones it just represents vibration. So I believe that it's saying, not specifically get some crystals, but take note of your environment to increase your vibration, which makes your heart grow. Okay? Thank you and have a good night, Aries. Thanks for watching.